Hello everyone. So we'll try to just continue. So in previous class, I think that there was some miscommunication, and because of this, the last lecture could not take place. Let it be. So we'll try to continue in this class. So let me know if my voice is audible to you. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just wait 1 minute. Okay, people will set the screen and then people will continue. Okay, so as per plan, we people will today try to complete this remaining part of group discussion, and then we people are going to conduct one mock group discussion also, as we people have decided. So let's begin that when it is actual group discussion. So that time what happens that most of the students, they are not habitual for speaking English, or they do not use English in their day-to-day communication. Okay, so therefore what happens that when actual communication is going on, or people are speaking there and all other students are actively participating there, but there are some students who are nervous and shy. So why what is the reason that they are nervous and shy? Can you tell me why the students become nervous in group discussion? Why they're shy? Any reason? Simple, because they are not practiced English communication and they are not confident about their thoughts, or they're not having any clear idea that how to participate into group discussion. And so therefore what happens that they become nervous, they become shy, they have fear also, and they try to avoid to be active in that group discussion, and so they keep themselves isolated. So keep isolated means that they keep themselves away from the discussion, they do not take part in discussion. So you should not do this. You don't be shy, you don't be nervous, you don't keep yourself isolated from the group discussion. Rather than what you can do, you just be bold, be active, you be confident, and take part in group discussion. Try to express whatever your opinion is. It may be in favor or it may be against. So whatever your opinion is there, you people have to express it. Don't remain calm or don't keep silent. You have to communicate your thought. Then another thing that you people have to do in group discussion, interrupting another participant before his arguments are over. So in group discussion, what happens at the same times, minimum 2 or 3 people they try to speak at the same time. So what happens that there is kind of interruption that happens. Or sometimes what happens that one person is trying to speak, he's trying to convey his thoughts and ideas. So before finishing his thought, before completing his sentence statement, what happens that there is another person who is interrupting that person, he's stopping him, and he's going to start his own speech. So in this case, it is advised, it is suggested that you do not interrupt anyone. First of all, let him or her finish his thought. And once they have finished, then you can start. So interrupting is not good. But if you think that that person is going to continue for a long time and he's not taking a pause also, or it's not going to stop, in that case you can interrupt by saying sorry to interrupt you, or you can say I have something to say here. So this way you can interrupt or be polite while you are interrupting, but initially don't interrupt anyone. The next is speak in favor. Example says establish your position and stand by it stubbornly. Okay, so sometimes what happens that you people are just expressing one opinion, and what do you do then? That you are just firm there, or you're not changing your opinion. So whatever you say, that is the right. It may not be the case. Whatever you are saying, it may be true, but there are from other sides, or there are other some views also to this. So you need to accept that there could be other expressions, there could be other opinions also, and that you need to accept it. So don't be stubborn, don't be firm, but you need to open to accept other views, different opinions also. The next thing that you shouldn't do, that is changed opinions. So what is changed opinions? Changed opinions is something like this, that at first time you're saying, no, online classes are very much disturbing and there should not be online classes. I only support offline classes only. And at second time you're saying that no, online classes are too much disruptive and there are a lot of problems in online classes and I support offline classes also. So what you're doing, earlier you're supporting online classes and then you're supporting offline classes. So what is it? It is changed opinion. So you should not change your opinions frequently, and you should not just have different views every time. Rather than whatever you are just taking, if you're supporting online classes, you have to support online classes and try to justify, give examples, give proofs that how online classes are better for everybody. So that should be your opinion. Then next is that don't make fun of any participant, even if his arguments are funny. So what happens sometimes, all group members are not same, or all are not going to discuss it the way you are going to discuss it, or all are not going to be again formal or professional also. So there are some people that they are going to criticize, or they are going to speak in such a way that may create fun, or that may create laughter, or that may create some kind of informal atmosphere in group discussion. So you should not become part of such laughter, or you should not become the part of that fun, or you don't make any funny comments in that discussion. You try to discuss it professionally, because this discussion is not the in group of your friends, but this discussion is in group, and the group is professional group, and after this you are going to get selected for a job. So therefore there should not be any kind of funny arguments. You should not participate into such kind of funs, or you should not try to indulge other people. F. Golway. He has not joined. Okay, so there was some instructions. It is not for you, so try to pay attention. So you don't be part of fun, because this is not for entertainment, this is not for time pass, but this is for getting selected into job, or you are going to get into next round of interview. So don't be part of such funny arguments and funny talks. Okay, all right. Roll number 5, are you there? It is not there. Okay, fine. Is it okay? Are you able to understand? Is it audible, visible? Everything is fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, all right, good. Then let's go to the next slide. Next slide says salient features of GD. So what are features? Topic may be given to judge your public speaking talent. Usually topics are given by the observers. Topics are given by the people who are just who are going to take your interviews. Okay, so they wanted to check you and your knowledge and your skills. So if they want to check your public speaking talent, so therefore such topics may be given to you. So topics are different. Sometimes topics are common, sometimes topics are controversial, sometimes topics are maybe abstract, sometimes topics are to check your this public speaking talent. So different types of topics are there. So to see your public speaking skills, they may give you such topics, how you speak in group. Discussion revolves around a specific subject. So that is another important point, that you should not leave the main subject. Okay. So in other class, I conducted one discussion. So what happened there? That the topic was something like India superpower, something like this. And these people, they just left this topic about India and they started talking about this pandemic and COVID-19. So what happened here? Topic was something different, and discussion is going on something different else. So that should not happen. That you people have to take care. That discussion should go around. It should resolve around a specific topic which is given to you, which is given by the observers. So that care you people have to take care, that there should not be divergent or digression, that you are leaving topic and you're talking irrelevant, you're talking nonsense, something like that, which is not related to at all to the topic. Such talks you people have to avoid. And if you realize that somebody is talking like this, then you have to ask them that I think that topic is this, so we should discuss this topic, and this is irrelevant here. So such kind of directions you people can give to the group members. If you find that at some stage group discussion is having divergent and the students are not talking the topic, but they're talking something different, so that time you try to bring them on track. Okay. Then next, the examiner does not interfere once he announces the topic. I think that I have already told you that you do not have freedom, you do not have choice to choose the topic. Okay, so you people will be called in the group discussion room, and you people are going to take your seats, and then they will announce the topic, and then they will not interfere anything. They will not ask you anything, or you should not ask them anything once the group discussion started. Before starting group discussion, if you have any doubt or question, you can ask them, sir, how much time you people will give, or something like this. What your questions will be there, you can ask before group discussion is going to start. Okay. Or already these people, they give instructions to you, what is there and what not is there. And once the group discussion started, then you do not involve the observers into group discussion. You don't ask, sir, what do you think? Is it right? Sir, he's right, he is wrong, or he's saying it is not true. I have checked it on the Google, something like this. So don't involve them, don't ask them anything, don't tell them anything, because their task is to observe you, how you are just participating, how active you are, how are your listening skills, how are your communication skills. All those things are they trying to check. So they're doing their job, you do your job. What is your job? You have to participate into group discussion actively and enthusiastically. You have to express your opinions. So don't interfere or don't ask them any questions or suggestions. Then next is that maintain cordiality and free expression of thought and opinion. Okay. So maintain cordiality means that though we people are in a group, there are going to be different opinions. So you should not have hosting or hostile attitude, or fighting, shouting, or angry with someone, or maybe shouting at someone. So there should not be, there should be cordiality. Cordiality means that you should have friendly relations, discussion there, and there should be free expression. Whatever you are saying, there should not be, you should not pressurize anyone, or nobody should pressurize you, and you are expressing your thoughts and opinions freely. That kind of atmosphere should be there when you people are going to discuss any topic. Then next slide is about accept criticism. Means that already I have told you that all people are not going to think in same way. What is my thinking? Your thinking may be different than mine. Or what is my imagination? Your imagination is going to be different than mine. Or what is your view? And other group members, their views are not going to match at all. So there are some group members who are going to talk against your opinion. They're going to oppose your opinion. They're going to criticize your opinion. In that case, you people have to accept it, that there could be different views. There could be another side, other side of coin that you people have to consider here. And if anybody is going to oppose, you people have to accept it. Or if you want to answer them back, you have to answer it politely. So that is what we people are going to discuss it here. If any member of the group criticizes or disapproves a point, it is unwise to get upset or react sharply. So if anybody is opposing your opinion, don't be nervous, don't be upset, or don't react sharply, don't insult anybody, or don't be arrogant at any point in the discussion. Okay. In case the criticism is flimsy means that you think that you need to correct someone, or you need to that you have to prove yourself. In that case, the same can be pointed out politely. So you can be polite. You can say, my friend, whatever you said, that may be true, but what I have suggested, that is also right, because this is one side what I'm just pointing, and that could be another side what you are saying. So this way politely you can just discuss with the group members instead of just insulting, shouting, angry, or something like this. Then maximize participation. One must try to contribute fully, vigorously, and steadily throughout the discussion. So this is also very important. So let's say that you are, let's say, a group of 10 candidates are there, and you people got one topic for discussion. Let's say you people are going to discuss it for 15 minutes. So how much time each member will get? Hardly 1 minute. Okay. So within that 1 minute, what you have to do? You have to maximize your participation. You try to get more than 1 minute. How you will get more than 1 minute? Suppose that you are going to continue for in one turn you spoke for, let's say, 1 minute. Again you try to get second turn, and in second turn you again try to speak for one more minute. So it means that within 15 minutes, if you are speaking for 2 minutes, what you did here, you're maximizing your participation. So you may be here, first of all, you are raising your point, then you are going to support or agreeing or disagreeing with someone. This way you are going to take maximum time in discussion. One must try to contribute fully. So whatever you know, you have to express. Whatever you wanted to add, you have to add. If you agree, you say, I agree with someone. If you disagree, you say, I disagree with someone, or partially agree, or something like this. If you want to ask someone's opinion, you can ask something like this. You have to contribute fully, vigorously. Vigorously means with full of energy, steadily throughout the discussion. So you should not keep yourself aloof, away from the discussion, and try to grab the opportunity, try to be the center of attraction in the discussion. Because if you get chance to begin the discussion, let's say that you are about to introduce this topic to all group members, that will be a great opportunity. So if you think that you have enough knowledge, and you can speak it, you can introduce the topic well, you can take the opportunity to introduce the topic. In the beginning, you can start the group discussion. So what happens that everybody will pay attention towards you, because you are going to start the group discussion. So this is one opportunity. Apart from that, you can conclude when you want to conclude. So that is also similar opportunity, that all people will pay attention to that, how you have concluded. But conclusion of the topic should be the summary of all discussion that you people have to add. So therefore you should be note making here. So whatever the all members they are saying, you have to point it down on paper, and when you are going to conclude this, so that time you are going to summarize everybody's opinions here. So you try to be here. But see that if you are not sure that you are familiar with the topic might be difficult. In that case, don't try to impress by taking chance to start the discussion, because here it may be it may create a negative impression that you are going to start the group discussion, but you do not have sufficient knowledge and you could not justify the introduction. In that case, it will be negative impression also. So don't take first chance, but you can in such case you can talk at second, third, or afterwards also. You people can take your turn and then speak. So on the basis of your presence of mind, you people have to decide when you have to speak and how you have to speak. Then next point says show leadership ability. So again, the point is here, while you're discussing, you people have to show your leadership qualities, leadership abilities. So how you can show your leadership quality? Can anybody tell me, so that it can be interactive? So tell me how you can show your leadership ability in group discussion. Any idea what you can do so that it can be your leadership quality? Or there is no chance to show your leadership qualities? Similarly, I have explained everything And same things again I'm going to tell you. So, but can you think that what and how and where you people can show your leadership qualities? So what are leadership qualities? Is it audible? Visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so can you answer this? How we can show our leadership qualities in group discussion? Okay, all right. I will tell. If you don't know, I will tell you simply how. So see, you can get a chance to show leadership qualities when you are going to start the group discussion. First, when you are going to start the group discussion, you are taking lead. You are going to introduce the topic to all group members. So you can say, let's say, good morning, friends. Today we people are here to discuss this topic, particular. Let's say online education, offline education. So this topic is really the trending topic of today's time, and because of this pandemic situation, everybody or all the educational institutions has been locked down, and there is no way to continue education. So online education has been started, but there are a lot of challenges also. So I request all group members to contribute your opinions and participate. So this way you can just start the group discussion. So what happens here? You're showing your leadership qualities by beginning of the group discussion. So people can learn how to take lead, how to start the group discussion, and you can show your leadership qualities. So this is one situation in which you can show these leadership qualities. Then second situation can be again that what I have told you, that uh, sometimes it happens that main topic remains aside and discussion gets divergent. So main topic, leaving main topic, group members start discussing something else. So when you realize this, that topic is something different and discussion is something different, you try to bring them on track. So you can say like this, friends, I think that we are leaving the topic aside and we are discussing something else. So I request all group members that our topic is this, and we should discuss in this regard only. So what you're doing here, you're just having control over this group, that you're bringing them on the track, you're bringing them towards the topic. So what you're doing here, you're showing your leadership qualities. So this is another way. Then next, what you can do at number 3, you people can just try to observe the every group member. So it is not like that all group members are active and they will speak, each and every group member will be actively participating. So usually if there is, let's say 10 group members are there, so out of this, let's say 8 group members, they're discussing it actively, but there might be some 2 group members, they're just waiting for their turn and they're not getting their turn, or they may be shy, they're nervous and they're not speaking for a single time also. So in that case, you realize that these 2 group members, they have not spoken, they have not contributed, they have not expressed their opinion. In that case, what you can do, you just try to get the chance. So excuse me, friends, I think that our group member or our friend, if you know the name, you have to take Mahesh Sunil, something like this. He has not expressed his opinion. So Mahesh, tell me, what is your opinion about online class, offline class? So what you're doing, you are just giving him opportunity, who is not getting a chance to speak, or he was not in position to speak. But what you are doing, you are just trying to interrupt all other group members, and you're bringing them towards the one person who has not got the opportunity to express his opinion. So what you're doing here, you are showing your leadership qualities. And here again, the next point you people can take, that if you are going to conclude the discussion, there also people get the chance to show your leadership qualities. So as I have already told you, because when you are going to conclude, you will be center of attraction of all group members will look at you, and it will be a sign of your leadership abilities. So these 4 ways you people can use to show your leadership qualities. I hope that now you will understand. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you somebody now tell me how you can show your leadership qualities. Which are those 4 points that you can show your leadership qualities? Yes, yes.
With beginning of the
Yes,
group
beginning
discussion,
of the discussion. Then,
you should give opportunity to someone, those who are not getting the chance to speak.
yes, those who are not getting chance, we will give them opportunity. Then,
Then You just suggest, you just tell them to do not lose the sight of the group discussion.
I think that I'm not audible. Will you speak a little bit louder? There are
Hello.
two ways I understood. What are remaining two? Yes.
If if the uh, if the group members are losing the sight of the group discussion, you should suggest them.
Okay. And last one, conclusion. Okay. So these four ways you people can adopt if you wanted to show your leadership qualities. And apart from that, if additionally you can just do number of things as per the situation will be there. Okay. So it, because what will be situation, actual situation it will be at the time of group discussion only. Right now we cannot predict what will be and how it will be. So at the time of group discussion, how it will be, that you people can see, and according as per the situation you can take your decisions and try to show your leadership skills there. Then it says accept someone's point of view. So if it is different, that different point of view, different thinking, different opinion, different views can be accepted. So you have to accept. You shouldn't say what you said, it is not right, it is not correct. You should not say like this. So it is their opinion. You cannot just argue with their opinion. So you have to accept it. Then praise the argument. So when you can praise the argument, so if somebody is saying and you're supporting him, so in that case, you can say, yes, I also really feel the same way, or I agree with your point. I totally agree. I partially agree, or something like this. You praise very true, nice point, or this is the real fact. Something like that. You people have to say. If somebody has made point, you can praise the argument of other people also. So here it says example, remedial English communication is necessary for college students because they fail in the communication skill test. If you think that this is the right point, this is exactly what I also wanted to say, that you can say, yes, this is very true, and I support your opinion. You have to say this only. So what you're doing, you're praising the argument. Or also here is another example. It says status of literacy of women is increased from 30% to 70% when compared to past years in employment sectors organized in the IT and ITS field. So if you think that yes, there is really change, that women empowerment, women literacy is really changed from 30% to 70%, and you support it, in that case you can say, yes, this is the fact, this is the reality, this is the something like this. You have to express your opinion when somebody makes some point. What you are doing here, you are praising these arguments. So you can really support, you can really appreciate the opinions of other people also when they are saying, when they're having different opinion, as well as they are just expressing opinion and you support. In that case, you can appreciate them. Then we people will talk about that accept the contradicts view. So what is contradictory view? Contradictory, contradiction म्हणजे काय? It is similar. It is opposite view, different
Opposite.
view. Yes, different opinion. If somebody is having opposite opinion, you have to accept it. It is similar. Express your argument with few facts, cases, percentage. So this is another important point that all you people have to remember. You should not speak with opinions and words. But with that, with this, you people have to provide some facts, figures, numbers, percentage, proportion, cases, because this will make it interesting. Suppose that if you are talking about, let's say, crime rate. So crime rate increased by 30%. So what you are providing here, percentage you are providing, that 30% will give you the exact figure, and maybe you can give proportion also, near about, compare, you can compare last year, past and present, last year, this year, something like this, or some figures, some cases also you can increase. Maybe numbers can be of tree plantation, then rain, maybe it may be rain crops, it may be anything, population or something like this. So you try to speak in terms of numbers here, statistics, some data you have to analyze here. and you have to produce something. And from where you can get this? You can get it from internet, from newspapers, from publications, etc. If any news is related to this, the people try to prove it, try to give the example from that newspaper also, and come with some numbers, figures, statistics, data, etc. Express without hurting others' feelings. This is also important, that as you are going to accept the opinion of other people, while expressing yourself, you should not hurt anybody. Okay, if you are going to express in a sharp way, it may be insulting to other people and it is going to hurt their feelings. So you are not going to hurt anybody's feelings, you are not going to insult anybody. So that also you people are going to take care. Then next is that some suggestions you people have to follow. Never try to bluff. So what do you mean by bluff? Do you know the meaning of bluff?
No, sir.
Okay, so bluff means something which is not true, but you know that it is not true, but you're telling it as a true. So that is bluff. So lie, talk, so presenting false information, that is bluff. So never try to bluff. So suppose that something that you're trying to express just for the sake of impression, you know that this is not true, you know that this is false information, but still you're presenting as a true. So that is bluff. So you don't do this, don't lie. If you don't know, keep quiet, but don't provide false information here. Practice group discussion with friends on different subjects. So this is very important suggestion I would like to give here. So all you people have to do these things. So whatever you are doing up to now, I don't know, but henceforth or from today onwards, what you people are expected to do? You people have to make groups of minimum 5 students, 5 to 10 will be there. So boys will make groups of boys, girls will make groups of girls. I think that you might be familiar. Your friends might be now so far. So within that group of 5 students, so people have to discuss so many things. So what you can discuss here, you can talk about what you people have done about your studies. So let's say which lectures you attended today, what exercise is given, what problems have been given, what homework is given, what assignments are given for study. You can talk about your day-to-day gossips, what you did yesterday, what you have done today, what you are going to do tomorrow, what are your plans, any things that about maybe number of things are, I don't know, that topics for gossips are from movies and fashion and maybe number of topics there. So people are going to discuss it. So there should be daily discussion of such things. So will you follow this? Will you make groups of such 5 students or 10 students and will you discuss something in English? Yes or no? Reply me. Or you're not still friends, you're not acquainted with each other. Are you friends or not yet? I think that you are not familiar with each other. You don't know anybody in your class. Is it like this?
No, sir.
Okay, you know. Okay, that's fine. So at least you're familiar. So you can do this. Try. In fact, because if you're thinking that if I do this, so see how should speak and people will laugh at us and they will make fun of me and something like this. So don't pay attention to them. So let them laugh, let them make fun of you. But this is important. Right now, problem is what, you know, that all you people can listen and understand. You don't have problem for listening, I'm sure. For your reading, here also you people don't have problem. You can read and understand. And if you have any difficulty for understanding, you can take help of dictionary and you can understand. If you want to write, I'm sure that you can write one paragraph at least. You can write one page also. So there is no problem for listening, reading, writing. But problem is for what? Problem is for speaking. So if I ask you to speak for 5 to 10 minutes, I think that the 90% of students are not ready for this because they will feel uncomfortable, they will feel nervous, they will feel fear, their confidence level will go down and they're not able to speak, Okay. So though maybe you are going to read a lot, you are going to listen a lot, you are going to write a lot, but until and unless you are not going to start speaking, your confidence will not increase. So that is not the understanding English. If you know, you listen and understand, read and understand, write and you can convey your messages. But if you're not able to speak, this is not okay. So if people have to work on this, only your oral communication, only your speaking that you wanted to improve. And how it can be improved? By only practice. You have to speak English daily. And there is no source. I'm sure that at home, nobody's family is using English for their communication. I'm sure about this. So at home, you do not get chance to speak English. At college, I think that all teachers will be in hurry to complete their syllabus. They will teach only, and there is no interaction. I think that in our class also there is no interaction. Only from one-way communication is there. I'm just only speaking and speaking and speaking. In between, I ask any question. That time also student. Very few students were active. They reply yes, no, at least, and other people are just they remain connected and they don't reply. So there is no chance to speak English. But where you get this opportunity, you can follow this. You have to make this group of your friends. You try to discuss it. And I have told you, you can take any topic, any topic of your choice, what you like and what you dislike. And so you can ask a number of questions to your friends, and your friends can also ask you a lot of questions from movies, from social media, from any audio, video, anything that you watched. So based on this, you people have to practice it, and I'm sure that you will follow. So I expect confident and confirm answer that will you follow this? Will you make groups and will you just practice speaking English?
Yes, sir. We will try.
Yes, sir.
Okay, at least 1-2 students replied, and what about others? They're not again, they don't think, because right now I think that you people are not realizing the importance. So let's imagine, or let's think that where you will be after 3 years. Let's consider your first year is over, and additionally you are going to spend more 3 years. So after 3 years, you people would have completed your graduation, and you may be looking for a job. So there is a lot of difficulties students face for in final year, only because of their communication skills are very poor. Okay, so that is major issue that these people feel. So I would like to make you people strong there. So right now, if you realize that this is the problem which people face after 3 years, why not to work on this problem? So why not we should start speaking? Why should not we just make ourselves stronger that we can communicate anything that will come in our way, whether it may be group discussion, whether it may be interview, or whether it may be anything. We people will try to express anything which is in our mind. Simply we will discuss anything in our day-to-day life in English. So that is possible with the friends only, not even teachers also, because teachers will not be available as per your convenient time, but your friends will be available as per your convenient time. So at the end of day today, at the end of day, let's say at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., you make group of 5 friends, organize one Zoom meeting, and let's try to discuss, speak something. There maybe you are making some mistakes, and if any challenge that you are facing there, you can discuss it with me. Sir, we tried to make one group and we tried to discuss it, but there we got this problem. So I will try to provide some solution. Okay, but you people have to do it. So let's contribute, because with the help of each other only, you people can uh, improve yourself. Otherwise, remember these words, there will be no problem for listening, there is no problem for reading, there is no problem for writing. But when it comes of your oral communication, when it comes of your speaking, that time you will not feel confident. Whatever, how many years you are going to spend, let's say you are going to spend 10 more years in English by listening, reading, and writing, and you're not going to speak at all. The problem is going to persist after 10 years also. So let's break this problem. Let's overcome this problem by starting speaking in English. And once you speak, you'll feel confident. Today, if you speak, let's say you could not speak, you speak for 1 minute, and after 1 minute you could not speak. That is okay. So tomorrow you are going to continue again for 1.5 minutes, and this way you are going to increase your span of speaking English. Let's say after 1 week you can speak for 5 minutes. After 1 month you can speak for 10 minutes. After, let's say, this semester you are going to speak for at least half an hour. And if you spend 1 year like this, I'm sure that you can speak for entire day also. nobody can stop you from speaking English. And there will be no hesitation, believe me, that there is nothing that it will stop you from speaking English. What are thoughts which are coming to your mind, you can express directly in English. But right now, it is not possible. Right now, people have to think, now I have to speak English. And you have to think about which thought I have to express. If thought comes, then you have to think about the words now, which words I have to choose. If words you got, then you have to make how I join all those words and how I make sentence. Then you people have to think about the tense, which tense I have to use now. This way you are taking a lot of time, and that much time is not there. If you are dealing with business English, that these people they were to have business transactions in a natural way, like we communicate in our mother tongue. Similar communication takes place at workplace, in companies. So if the problem is with you that you take a lot of time for speaking, collecting your thoughts and words and something like this, so up to that, there'll be a lot of problems can be faced. I think that some students, roll number 13 and roll number 56, they have joined just now. So do you know why they might have joined? Just set up the attendance, I feel so. So this is not proper way. Abhishek, roll number 13, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
So you just joined. So what is the problem?
Sir, network.
Okay, Prajwal, roll number 56, is it audible to you? Prajwal, you have also just joined. So don't just join for the sake of attendance. That is not good. You should have some intention. Believe that there should be goal, vision in front of you always. Otherwise, simply you're wasting your lot of time. So ask yourself, why am I attending this class? Why am I just trying to learn English? Something like this. And if you think that there is answer that you're getting, then nobody will force you that you have to attend class, you have to maintain your presentee, something like this. So be self-motivated. Okay, so my main suggestion is like this, that all you people will make groups and you people will practice it. That's what I would like to suggest, and this is the only way to practice. There is no other way. There is maybe other things you people can do. You can listen, read, and write, but for speaking, you have to make some groups and you have to practice it there. Remember, speech is a powerful weapon. So that is only the truth I would like to say. Why? Because with the help of this powerful weapon only, you are going to make your career. So let's say when you complete your graduation and you people will be looking for placement, how it will be? Based on your speech only. Because in group discussion, what you are going to do? You have to perform well. You are going to speak. You are going to give a speech, let's say. And based on that, you will be get for next round. What is next round? Next round is personal interview. So what is in personal interview? You are going to answer questions which are asked to you. So based on your answers, they are going to decide your behavior, your attitude, and your skills and knowledge, everything. So speech is everything. Again, imagine that you got selected and you started working also. So how you are going to survive there? With the help of speech only, with the help of communication only. How you are going to get promotion there? On the basis of your performance, on the basis of your communication only. So therefore, speech is a powerful weapon. Speech is a powerful tool. So try to use it very carefully and try to improve your communication. So that is what I would like to tell you people today. So I think that we plan to conduct a group discussion, but in today's class it will not be possible. So let's try to continue in next class. Definitely we people will have group discussion. So topic, I think that same topic we people will have, that online education or offline education, which is better. Apart from that, here are some topics also, that it says, is India shining? Mobile phones, internet, a boon or nuisance? Students focusing on software industry, good or bad? Child marriage, India 2020, daughters are more caring than sons, influence of Western culture in Indian universities, influence of computers in medical sciences. So these are some of the topics, and you can search on the internet right now. You can search in Google, try to find out some of the topics, and try to make some of your opinions about such topics. Try to read something about on internet, on let's say blogs or some videos, audios that can be informative for you about such topics. Or you can find some books also which are available online, PDF. You just try to read them. Try to be ready for discussions. Okay, so we are going to stop here today. So let me know if everything is clear to you. If there is any difficulty, any suggestions, something like this. काय अडचण वगैरे आहे तुम्हाला तर विचार. No question, no difficulty, no answer, no doubt.
No, sir.
No,
Yes,
sir.
only few students who are replying. Others be active. Just try to see that this is no me. I have to reply. I have to say yes. I have to say no. If you're not having any question, say no. If you are having questions, say sir, we do not understand, sir. This is problem, sir. Whatever your problem may be, you try to tell me. Okay. So with this, I will just confirm absent numbers for today's class. So let me know if roll number 5 is there. No, he's not it. Roll number 9. Then roll number 11. 16, 25, 29, 30, 42, 49, 63, 64, 68. So these are absent numbers for today's class. So with this, we will stop here. So should I end this meeting from my side? Or anything that you would like to add?
No, sir.
No, sir. You can end the meeting.
Okay. So I will end.